Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. I'm Pinky Webb. Today on the program, Malacanang says that millions of COVID-19 vaccines arriving this month will be distributed to areas outside Metro Manila. And amid the Delta variant, the government weighs in on giving booster shots to health workers and people with comorbidities. And when can the general public get vaccinated? Are we still on track of our herd immunity target? Vaccine Czar, a national task force against COVID-19 chief implementer Carlito Galvez, joins us live. Most of the COVID-19 vaccines arriving this month will be deployed to areas outside the National Capital Region or Metro Manila. The country is set to receive around 25 million COVID-19 doses in September. The statement comes after some provinces lament vaccine inequity, with Metro Manila getting the lion's share of the vaccines. Also, amid studies that point to reduced efficacy after 6 months, can the government afford to give booster shots to the vulnerable sector? And can it open up the vaccination to the general public soon? Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Vaccine Czar, Carlito Galvez. Secretary Galvez, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras at welcome to the source, sir.
Magandang umaga, Madam Pinky, at maraming salamat po sa inyong imbitasyon.
Sir, I'm looking at the vaccines that we've received so far, no? So 52 million vaccines ang dumating na po sa bansa. Out of the 52, 33 million have been administered. Out of the 33 million that have been administered naman po, 14 million na yung fully vaccinated. That's 13% of the population, and almost 20 million ang naka-receive na ng kanilang first dose. I did the math here, sir, no? So parang ang lumalabas dun sa 52 million, it seems na this is enough para doon sa nag-fully vaccinate na at yung natitirang 19.3 million na nag-first dose, pwede po dito pumunta yung second dose. In other words, what I'm saying, sir, itong 52 million, matatapos po ito doon sa 14 million fully vaccinated, tapos yung 19.3 million na first dose, makukuha po nila yung second dose na ito. So, are you on track with this so far?
Sa ngayon, nakita natin na sa ngayon, tinitingnan po natin na may mga expectation tayo talaga na dapat itaas natin na more than 500 to 700 yung ating vaccination last August. We were not able to do it because nakita natin maraming ginagawa ng ating LGUs in their response, and also yung kanilang pag-distribute ng ayuda. So I believe yung sa August talaga natin nagkaroon tayo ng tinatawag na slippage, but we will work now in this September and October, considering that we will be increasing our volume. And hopefully, ginagawa naman ng SecVins na talagang tinututukan na ang mga regions so that we can increase our capacity. Sa ngayon talagang medyo, nakita natin na yung 14% na fully vaccinated, medyo malayo pa sa target natin. Honestly, malayo pa sa target natin 70%. But we will try to accelerate this coming month, this coming September and October.
Oo. And yung 19 million, lagay na lang po natin sa 20 million dahil minsan nakaka-confuse din po yung numbers. Yan 20 million na first dose. Hopefully, by the next month, ma-fully vaccinated na sila. So, ang lalabas niyan, magiging 14 million fully vaccinated plus another 20 million fully vaccinated. That would be more or less 34 million, hopefully in a month's time.
Yes, natin yung makukuha natin, yung tinitingnan na natin na Madam Pinky na at least makuha natin yung at least 20 million by the end of the month. So nakita natin para just in case makuha natin na at least meron makapag second dose tayo ng more or less 5 million or 6 million. Maganda na po yun. Kaya very critical po talaga ang September. That's why ang namin na talagang we are focusing na yun sa second dosing na at least maitaas natin ang capacity ng ating mga vaccination sites. So that yung mga yung nakikita natin na yung mga vaccine hindi natetenda po doon sa warehouse. So we will ascribe and aspire na makuha talaga natin na at least we can get yung 20 million by end of the month.
Okay, that's the target now, 20 million fully vaccinated individuals by the end of September. Now, here seems to be the problem, as you mentioned a while ago, nagkaroon po ng problema this past month dahil nga naging busy din siguro yung LGUs na with other issues. Yung pong lumalabas kasi, ano ho ba dapat talaga ang target? Yung realistic po, sir. Let's talk about the realistic target na vaccination per day na kaya po natin sa September. Kasi ang nakita ko po yung last natin about 400,000 eh.
Yes, ang ano natin talaga supposed to be iakyat natin ng 500 to 700,000 a day yung ating daily jobs. Nung nakuha naman natin yun noong August, we were able to get 710 yung pinaka-highest natin. But once nang sumipa yung nag-surge ng ating mga kaso, nakita natin talaga na the focus of the LGU is divided in three things. One is yung pandemic response. Second, yung pagbibigay ng ayuda. And then third, yung vaccination. At saka nakita natin na madam yung kasi yung mga doctors and mga vaccinators na ginagamit natin sa vaccination site, nagre-focus po sila, na redeploy po sila doon sa mga sa mga tatawag na sa mga hospital natin in order to respond yung sa surges sa emergency rooms at saka sa treatment facilities po natin. So yun ang naging po natin. That's why the DOH is moving so hard na magkaroon tayo ng additional resources and personnel for vaccinators.
So yun po yung isa sa mga naging challenge. But is the supply issue, did that also pose as a challenge?
Yes, ang ating target sa noong August is 20 million to 25 million, 22 million. But we were able to get only 18 million. Isang rin yun, nakita natin na slippage supply also affected yung ating daily jobs. That's why we already negotiated with our manufacturer to scale up their production and delivery this coming month. So yun ang aming ngayon na Madam Pinky na talagang kinakausap na namin yung ating yung Sinovac, Pfizer, Moderna, and also yung Sputnik that they can deliver as much as millions of vaccine in every delivery. And we are very happy that Pfizer also is scaling up the delivery. Kaya kahapon nagkaroon tayo ng delivery ng more than 700,000 and another 188,000 or 200,000 ang darating yun to comprise more or less 890,000 vaccine that will be delivered. And also Sinovac have delivered last 31 August 3 million, and we are very hopeful that can deliver 12 million this month.
Secretary, tell us now, itong mga dumadating na mga bakuna, especially yesterday po yung 700,000, I know that 50,000 of that ay naiwan po sa Cebu dahil doon po yung unang lapag ng eroplano. Ang majority ho ba ng padating na mga bakuna ay magpupunta na sa ibang areas, for example, Calabarzon, or would you say basically okay na po tayo dito sa supply sa Metro Manila kaya i-distribute na po ito sa ibang mga rehiyon?
Yes, ang natin talaga, nung nagkaroon tayo ng focus and expand strategy, we focused on Metro Manila, Cebu, and Davao. Now that we saw that there are also the surges in different areas, ang ginawa natin talaga, we have to pitch in and remove the gap ng NCR at saka yung mga different regions. So ngayon ang ginawa namin, we make a formulation, we reallocate kung ilan ang unvaccinated. Yun ang ginawa namin na para formula that we will increase more on the depending on the population and the unvaccinated targeted population. So with this, ang nakita natin, lalaki ang allocation ng Region 4A, Region 3, Region 6, Region 8, and Region 9, and including yung Region 11, Region 7.
It's good you mentioned Calabarzon there, Secretary, because it's a very high population also, and it seems mababa po yung kanilang vaccination.
Yes, actually, ginawa nga ni Sec Vince last week, kinausap ang buong Calabarzon at saka si Governor Remulla, and we re-strategize on how we could reallocate and also capacitate yung mga LGUs. nakikita rin natin na yung mga tatawag natin mga second dosing, yun naghihintay na matagal doon sa warehouses. So we make a strategy na pwede nating i-first dose yung second dose while we are awaiting already on the steady supply of the vaccine.
Yeah.
So ganun ang gawa namin, lalo na ngayon na in Cavite, we allocated 100,000 at once yung sa delivery ng 3 million. And ganun din yung mga Laguna, Quezon, and yung area ng Rizal, and also Bulacan, binigyan natin ng mga malalaking allocation.
Okay, so there's also some good news that I heard that in September you are expecting 25 million vaccines, and in October 30 million. Kung September and October pag-uusapan natin, that's a total of 55 million. So far, ang natanggap po natin ay 52 million. Ang ibig sabihin nun, kung magkatotoo po itong September and October, malalampasan po nung 2 buwan yung natanggap nating bakuna from March to August.
Yes, yun ang yun ang projection natin dahil kasi yung talagang sa contract natin, ang pinakamalaking volumes talaga is on the fourth quarter. Particularly yung Pfizer at Moderna, Pfizer will be delivering 11 million starting on October up to December. At the same time, we also asked ADB, Asian Development Bank, for the reorders na another 10 million for Sinovac, because we have already consumed the 26 million of Sinovac, so we reordered another 20. So tinitingnan din po namin na yung sa mga diplomatic arrangement natin na hopefully the US and also the other countries, allied countries, will deliver some donations. So nakikita namin, we expect that we will also have some donations, more or less mga almost 3 to 5 million donation from our allies like Australia, Japan, and also US.
Are you, Secretary, just to be frank with you, sa dami po natin ang interview na binigay niyo po sa akin, for example, and even sa talk to the President, when you present to the President, these are always numbers that seem to have overestimated the actual delivery of the vaccines. Ibig sabihin, mataas po yung talagang expectation ninyo at nagkakaroon ho ng problema along the way for the past couple of months. Ito ho bang 25 and 30 million in September and October? I want to focus on this kasi malaki ito 55 million to. Realistically, sa inyo pong pagbabantay, pag-uusap, pag-negotiate, ilan ho kaya dito sa 55 lang talagang makakarating sa September and October?
Ang pinaka-critical, Madam Pinky, is really yung COVAX. Kasi yung last time, talagang yung COVAX, nakita natin, ang delivery nila is only 3 million. And it came from US. Actually, ang nakita natin, yun ang pinaka-critical kasi they promised us to have yung 44 million. As of this moment, 13 million pa lang na-deliver nila. So yun ang nakita namin na isang malaking tinatawag nating sa expectation na talagang we are trying to negotiate with COVAX to deliver yung promised na almost 44 million na this year. And we are hoping that their promise of really giving us that 44 million be given this coming September and the fourth quarter. So yun lang nakita namin sa mga manufacturer. Ang nakita namin din ng mga slippage is itong sa Sputnik and also in Moderna. We are very thankful that yung Pfizer and Sinovac will have a steady supply this coming September and October.
Right, because you procured 40 million Pfizer. So the question next will be, ano ho kaya ang makikita natin by year end? How big of a population will be fully vaccinated by the end of the year? But we need to take a very short break. The Source with Secretary Galvez will be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our guest today is Secretary Carlito Galvez. So, sir, I have to use the word realistically again. At the end of the year, ano ho ang nakikita ninyong target na talagang ma-achieve po ng Pilipinas in terms of people vaccinated? Nasa 50% na ho ba tayo na tinatawag na population protection o kaya pa rin ho ba si 70% na herd immunity?
Realistically, nakita natin yung makikita natin talagang very realistic yung sa NCR. Actually, sa NCR, 80% na yung kanilang first dose vaccination. At the same time, more than 40% na yung kanilang fully vaccinated. And what we want to achieve is magkaroon ng natawag na population protection to mga major centers, yung NCR plus 10. Meaning yung NCR plus yung 10 major cities, including Region 4A at saka yung Region 3. So ang natin, ni-scale up natin yun is ang pinaka-realistically na at least we can protect yung population protection dito sa mga 10 regions na talagang very vulnerable. We wanted that the NCR, Region 4A, Region 3, Region 7, Region 11, Region 10, Region 6, and Region 9 that have been experiencing some surge, to include yung Region 1, magkaroon tayong tinatawag na at least 50% to 60% fully vaccinated. So nakikita natin kasi naging malaking challenge talaga sa atin yung stability ng supply, and as you have said, na talagang meron tayong tinatawag na challenges in terms of yung global supply, considering that most of the manufacturers also looking into the domestic requirements of their countries.
Right.
So yun ang namin pwede na makita natin siguro, Madam Pinky, na at least we can assure you that the NCR and the other major cities will have a better Christmas by this year.
So better Christmas pa rin po tayo ng NCR plus 10, but reduced na from 70%, now you're looking at 50 to 60% of the population fully vaccinated.
Yes, nakikita natin kasi maraming challenges sa ngayon.
Okay.
Nakita natin na mayroon pa rin mga ibang mga hesitancy, particularly yung ating A2 and A3 portion. So sa ngayon nakita natin na yung ating mga seniors, basically nasa pa lang tayo, yung first dose natin nasa 60% pa lang tayo. And we would like to really challenge our LGUs na talagang in the verge na talaga magkaroon ng saturation na yung ating demand at saka yung supply. They have to go on house to house, and also talagang they have to inoculate yung tinatawag na natin na block by block, and also house to house, so that we can continue to protect and save lives in this pandemic. So yung naman natin na Madam Pinky, ang ating strategy naman sa ating COVID response is not only vaccination, but also yung tinatawag na continuing vigilance on minimum health standard.
Yes, sir. Yung pong by the end of December, are you hoping na pasok na po dito si 12 to 17 at si general public, sir?
Nakikita po natin, yun nga ang inaantay namin sa aming NITAG at saka sa all expert medical experts group and panel, na ang namin is once na we have already yung stable supply sa other manufacturer, at nagkaroon ng tinatawag na the demand meets the supply, we are very hopeful na talagang ang pinaka-target naman natin is to vaccinate all Filipinos. So we wanted that also the children and also those people with comorbidities under 18 years old be given the priority to be vaccinated. So yun ang natin, tulad ng ginagawa ng ibang countries, that they already started vaccinating 12 and 17, and also now I think they are now vaccinating also 3 and above.
Pero doon po muna tayo sa 12 to 17 that you're saying na may comorbidities. And ano ho ang vaccine for them? Is it just still Pfizer until now, sir?
Sa ngayon, na-authorize pa lang ng ating FDA na may EUA is Pfizer. But also we are looking at the possibility of Sinovac. Meron sila ng EUA doon sa China ng 3 and above. And also there is some ongoing trial sa Moderna. And we are very hopeful that by end of October or November, we have enough vaccine for the pediatrics. Actually, ginagawa namin forward-looking kami, Madam Pinky, na we are looking for the general public vaccination maybe by end of October or November. This includes yung pediatrics vaccination when we have already the saturation of our vaccination program.
Okay, so end of October or November, but basta meron po tayong steady supply, yan po ang nakikita ng ating gobyerno. We need to also briefly talk about these booster shots. I know, sir, napanood ko na po kayo kahapon at sinasabi nyo nga kailangan ng, well, we need enough supply. Hindi naman po pwedeng mag-booster na yung the rest of the population ay hindi pa rin po na-inoculate. But the question remains, sir, is government proactive enough? Why? Because there's a study in Thailand, according to Dr. Solante, that says that after 6 months, yung pong na-administer ng Sinovac, bumababa na po yung efficacy ng bakuna to 48%. I'm sure, Secretary, you know how important this is because a lot of the Filipinos have been vaccinated, majority rather, kasi ang nakuha po natin ay Sinovac, but most especially, sir, the healthcare workers. Nagmamadali na ho ba kayong tingnan din na hopefully ma-booster shot po yung mga healthcare workers and those with comorbidities?
Yes, actually, I'm with it. We are just waiting for the guidance of the DOH and the NITAG. We are prepared. In fact, we have some connections with the Sinovac. They're willing to donate 500,000 boosters from Sinovac because there are many manufacturers. They're formulating boosters that can withstand the different variants. So we are now negotiating with four manufacturers that most possibly they can supply the boosters that we will be needing either by end of fourth quarter or early first quarter. So we are prepared as the Secretary of Finance have announced that we have allocated already 45 billion pesos for the possible payments for the negotiations of the boosters.
But ang pinakamaaga po that you're looking at is end of the year to first quarter of next year, Secretary?
Yes. Depending on the data that had been released by the NITAG and also the assessment of the vaccine expert panel, we are just looking for that queue. So as long as they said that we need boosters, we can already make some sort of arrangement. Actually, we are now trying to have some sort of yung tinatawag natin term sheet. Now we are looking at the possibility that we are signing some term sheet, yung tinatawag na non-binding term sheet, in order to lock in for boosters.
Opo, kailangan ho siguro as soon as possible. Yung importante to lock in these boosters. Before we go on a break, sir, sino ho ba itong tinitingnan yung posibleng booster? Because you said already Sinovac. So Sinovac already has booster shots?
Yes, they're even asking that they can donate even 500,000 initially for our healthcare workers. I think the WHO has given the announcement that we don't need yet boosters. So we are just waiting for the guidance of the WHO and also by the DOH authorities.
Pero yung pong donation na po yun na 500,000 a booster.
Yes,
I mean,
actually,
it's there.
yun
It's
ang initial
available.
negotiation, and we are very thankful that Sinovac is very generous. At the same time, they have that very steady supply. Actually, yun nga pinakamagandang natin na we are very, very thankful that Sinovac has given us so much leeway on ordering so much volumes. Even our order, yung tinatawag nating reorder, talagang mabilisan. For example, for September, we ordered more or less 10 million, and we are asking for them to add more, 2 million. So yun ang maganda na yung mga natin, yung Pfizer, yung Sinovac, Moderna, and other vaccines may give us yung tatawag nating second generational procurement.
Okay, before we go on a break, sir, itong booster ho ba ng Sinovac, this is their second generation. Ano ho itong booster nila?
I cannot disclose yun kasi because I'm still on BA. But there are instances that the booster is another cocktail. Ibig sabihin, they already tweak some of its formulation in order to address yung variants.
Parang na-tweak po, parang updated version. I guess that's what you're trying to say without giving so much information. All right.
Ang natin po yung second generation po. Yeah.
Secretary, we need to take another short break. The source will be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our guest today is Secretary Carlito Galvez. Just very quickly, sir, I wanted to ask you about these vaccine bubbles. Kayo ho ba'y sang-ayon dito? For example, mga restaurants or mga salons so that it can start opening up doon sa mga vaccinated?
There are varying insights on the vaccine bubble. But the IIT is still studying this one, considering that ang isang medyo malaking challenge natin na yung natawag natin vaccine bubble will be used, maganda ko sana kung natawag natin na majority of our population is already vaccinated, at least 50%.
Okay, so 50%
we will look
po yun.
into mamaya yung natin yung NCR. We can really maybe tingnan natin the possibility that we can consider, especially those areas like San Juan na nakita natin na mataas na yung vaccination niya. Maybe we can have some selective. On my own personal opinion, we can have maybe selective in the sense na we cannot enforce kasi yung tawag nating vaccine bubble if there's still a sizable amount of populations that have not been vaccinated. Pero kung majority ng population is already vaccinated, we can apply that.
What's majority for you, sir? 50% or 70%?
At least 50 to 60% po.
Okay, so yun pa rin po yung target year end. And very quickly, sir, I heard on teleradyo kanina, umaapela po si Mayor Lani Mercado dahil nga daw po kailangan nila ng pondo para sa kanilang quarantine facilities. And she said that apparently she spoke to you, Secretary Vince also, at umuo na po kayo para at kailangan daw nila ng pondo pero nagkakaproblema daw with the OCD. Is this true, sir?
Yes, at tingnan namin po, we are really considering the request of the mayor, considering that it's very urgent. Yun lang nakikita natin talaga, Madam Pinky, kasi alam nyo, after the series of Senate hearing, nagkaroon tayo ng tinatawag nating aversions about COA reports. So yun ang nagiging problema natin. Yung urgency ng pandemya nawawala because some people are afraid of being COA because of yung tinatawag natin na disbursement of funds. Kailangan muna ng proseso. Sa nakita sa urgency kasi talagang kailangan magkaroon tayo ng mabilisang aksyon dito sa pandemyang ito. And we will resolve it within ourselves. This is internal.
So you're saying because of the COA report, nagkakaroon po ng pagbagal, tama ho ba, ang response ng ilang ahensya dahil ayaw po nilang makuha?
Yes, ang nakikita po natin, yun ang tinatawag nating second, third degree effect. Nakakaroon talaga ng tinatawag na takot dahil because of yung adverse COA report and then it being trivialized in the Senate. And nakikita natin na talagang karamihan sa amin, even yung ibang agencies, takot ng kumilos kasi pag once na nagkaroon ng yung disbursement ng fund, nagkaroon ng tinatawag natin na talagang delay ng mga processing, ay talagang nakakaroon ng adverse COA report. So yun ang namin na parang we are asking COA na dapat medyo magkaroon ng tinatawag natin some leeway for us to act on this pandemic. Nakikita natin yung ginagawa nating report. Yes, it is your duty to have that kind of report. But yung nangyayari po ngayon sa Senate hearing, I believe most of the agencies, including DOH, including the OCD, ay natatakot na po magkaroon ng tinatawag nating adverse reporting for afraid of being dragged in the Senate hearing.
Okay, I wish we had more time, Secretary, but we don't. Please take care of yourself and thank you so much for your time, Secretary Galvez. And thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.